breathe, Zakia. You got it, okay? Just breathe, just breathe.
Partido Grupo 3, eliminatoria Mundial Sub-20 femenino. Vamos a escuchar a continuación los himnos nacionales de Bermuda y República Dominicana.
Hi Nikita, just back from Dominican Republic, successful for the under-20 women's national team. Your thoughts on the two matches and how we progressed?
St. Kitts was a lot easier than I expected. They were physical and they were a bit technical, but our technical ability outshone theirs, and we didn't give in to their physicality. They pushed, they shoved, they ran, they tried to beat us to the ball, but our girls are hungry and they went for it. They were winning the first ball. They were making good decisions, and it paid off.
Now, going into the last match, you knew a draw or a victory and we're through. But I know you personally, you're always looking, let's be sure, let's get the win. The mindset of the girls going in, and how did you kind of restructure the thought process of coming out with a successful result? Well, we went and watched the St. Kitts and Dominican team play. And while we were watching them, I brought individuals over. I sat off from the girls. I brought individuals over and I explained to them what certain players on the team were doing. And I asked them what would they do in certain situations. And 9 times out of 10, their answers were correct. And it happened. We didn't change anything. We had the same starting 11, and we went in with the same mindset to go and score goals. I don't like to change what our team is doing to benefit or out of fear of what another team is doing. I would rather they change what they do after watching us. And they did. So we saw St. Kitts give them quite a scare, but we also saw how effective Dominican were on the counterattack. And once the girls realized that maybe we can do this, and this to stifle the counterattack, it was interesting because our training session before that match, Coach Vance and I, we stood on the side. The girls ran their warm-up, and we put them into 2 teams, and they actually ran the session. And we could see and hear girls making adjustments, teammates telling each other what to do, and we saw immediate change. And I think that's what the girls carried into the game. They went in confident, not overconfident. They went in confident, and it showed when the whistle went. You were up 2-0. Do you think a little bit of confidence came in, or we've got this came in that allowed Dominican to come back? Well, can't take away from Dominican. They fought, they pressed. Micah Pawn has come leaps and bounds. She's phenomenal, and you know, she pushed a few over the top. She pushed some to the side. So they were always pressing. I will definitely say that the first goal came from an attacking error. I think the ball was just misplayed. We tried to squeeze it through for one of the wingers, and we probably could have just played it sideways to one of our
central midfielders, and they just sent the long ball for the quick counter. The player got on the end of it. The two center halves, Marley Christian and Kashayla Birch Waldron, were kind of caught out because of how fast it happened. Kashayla had already started stepping forward because we were definitely in attack mode. And so, luckily, it's one of those chances the ball falls. Micah Pond came and did everything she could do to mess up the angle. However, the player number 16, which is their captain, very good player, very smart, she just chipped the ball over Micah's head and they scored. The girls didn't drop their heads. At that time, Coach Vance decided that we should bring in another center half, and it was at that time that they scored, not when the sub was being made, but just after we made the substitute. Again, from the 17 game, the first goal Haiti scored was a mix-up between the goalkeeper and the fullback. And again, Leah Smith, she heard Michael call for the ball was going back, and maybe in hindsight, she's like, I probably could have kicked it out for a corner or a throw-in, but I thought Micah had it. And so again, it was a mix-up in defense. So, something that we could have avoided, but it is one of those things, and they capitalized and they finished. But I have to, express how proud I am of these girls, because they fought to the end. They played with heart, and I wasn't on the side just clapping or arms folded and quiet. I was adding at them, and we talked about it after the game, and they understand my passion, and that it's for them to be successful. So that was the difference. They didn't let down. It's just one of those things that they came back and they scored and tied the game up.
Now, just a couple of weeks ago, you guys were away with the under-17s, and how did that actually, the just missing out on qualifications for the under-17 World Cup progression, how did that motivate you to help guide these girls through to the next round for the under-20s?
Well, we knew going into it we just needed a draw, but the victory was exactly what we were going for. We have a couple of the under-17s in this team, and they were like, you know what, it's no way we're gonna finish this tournament. We should have beaten Haiti and advance in the 17s automatically, but we're not going to do the same, make the same mistakes, and we're going out to win this game. And they were really, really pumped for it. And I'm really proud of those 17s that stepped up in this team, in this under-20 team, because they showed maturity. And I can especially Tasnay Fabler. She came off the bench twice, and both times she came off the bench and made such a positive impact. For such a young player to come into these types of matches, I appreciate her, because she's not got a lot of responsibility, but she plays very responsible when she comes in. And she may have very well booked her starting spot, because I can see where in the next rounds she will be very beneficial in the center half position. So they motivated themselves. They talked about it a lot. There's still hope that maybe the 17s will get in, but that's what motivated them and got them into the next round. Next round
for the under-20s is October. What do we do to prepare for that next step?
Well, we've already been grouped against Haiti, Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico. All teams are beatable, and I think the girls understand that. We have played all three of those teams, and besides Haiti, on the odd occasion, we knowing that we're at least on par with them, have beat us by marginal scores. The others have been very close. We are now going to step up our preparation. The girls on the rear, but we're looking at 3 days on the field. We're looking at small-sided games. We're also looking at playing against under 14 and under 16 boys. And thank you to Dennis Brown and his boys, because playing against those boys for those practice matches, despite the scoreline, really, really helped to develop the girls and be able to go into these games with confidence, because they knew they had faced some of Bermuda's best, and they were able to stand up to them for most parts of the game. And so this was definitely what I think was one of our most important things. And so I will be looking forward to doing more of that with the girls. The more games we play, we have to play games. The game is the teacher, and we have to play. The more games we play, I think the better we'll be. And I feel very confident going into this next round, because the girls are not like, whoa, Haiti. They're like, yes, we want Haiti. So that's pretty much it. I think before it was a sense of, oh no, we got Haiti. Oh no, we have Jamaica. Oh no, we have Trinidad. But because we have improved so much, and the match commissioner, who was from Trinidad, said, 3 years or 4 years ago, Bermuda was the team everybody wanted in the group because it was a sure 3 points. And now Bermuda is the team that everyone is like, we don't know. We're going to have to really do our homework. And so that is definitely a positive response and something that we're looking to improve on. So this next round, we want them to know that, yeah, we're Bermuda. We're seeded third based on the first round, which is fine. But I'm confident that we can definitely progress.
Now, you lose some of these girls to school, and does that mess up the preparation, or is that good that they're going to be in school playing?
The good thing is that all the girls that we do lose are in school. They're leaving us for preseason, so their fitness levels will be up. They have had a chance to play. They understand how we play. They played with the girls, so it'll be a matter of hopefully getting them back together, if I can, at least 3 to 4 days before we travel so that we can get some work done. The difficult thing is that it's October, and most of them are just ending their seasons, going into playoffs. So that is going to be the task at hand. And we have those dates, and we must get them out to the coaches and to the schools as soon as possible so that we know how to plan. We look at taking the on-island players up to Messina House more than just one weekend, a couple of weekends, doing some training camps so that we can make sure that we have everything in place. Yoga sessions will be increased, and morning sessions will start, and we will be looking to go at least 6 days a week, and that's what it's going to take.
What about country support? What are you looking from the country?
Please just get behind the girls. If you see them, if you know them, support them, celebrate them, congratulate them, encourage them, let them know that you are behind us, because when we go to these tournaments, we are our only fans. We don't have anybody in the fans cheering for us. We are our only fans, and we stay together as a team, and we know that Bermuda is behind us. You know, it's fantastic because we see all the posts the girls get, WhatsApps, or, you know, it was so fantastic to hear a shout out at cup match, and the girls were like so excited. You know, on the plane last night, the pilot gave a shout out to the girls. So those types of things, if we can keep encouraging these young ladies, because they are fantastic and they really make Bermuda proud in the way they carry themselves when we travel. The girls were asked to be in a music video the night before we left. Unfortunately, we were leaving early in the morning. So there are other people that know these players, and they celebrate them outside of the country. So the more we get from Bermuda, the better it will be. So, you know, if you see the girls, please, you know, give them a hug, shake their hand, high five them, and just let them know that you are supporting them and that we're behind them.